We all know the feeling of trying to keep it together, holding on to the day with your fingertips, trying not to snap, and trying not to drown. But what if I told you there's a simpler way to step out of survival mode? Let me be honest with you about something. Most people are stuck because they are waiting for the right time, the right month, the right day, the right headspace. And all that does by waiting is keeps us stuck in survival mode. If you've been running on empty, emotionally, physically, mentally, you don't need a breakthrough. You need one moment. And that's the part that nobody really teaches, and certainly didn't teach any of us. That one moment can disrupt that spiral. The thing is with survival mode, it's not like it's wrong. There's no flaw there. It's a primal instinct that dates back thousands of years. The tribal instinct of the time was, if you are weak or flawed, you are not in the tribe, and then you are on your own. So our brain doesn't recognize vulnerability as a concept that is acceptable. It recognizes vulnerability as a threat to you. That's the core concept behind the survival mode repeating pattern. You end up in autopilot, saying the next day, the next month, the next headspace. The New Year's resolution is a prime example of this. Every year we say, my New Year's resolution is going to be whatever it is. And by maybe the 14th of January, 90% of us have stopped doing them. And most of us hit this wall not because the motivation isn't there, but because that survival instinct kicks back in. The truth here really is as simple as this. Survival mode keeps you alive, but it doesn't tell you how to live. So unlike what a lot of people believe, the step out of survival mode, the first step you take, isn't changing your whole life. It isn't setting yourself this massive goal. It's one moment. Just one conscious pause that is enough to stop the spiral. It starts with one breath that belongs to you. This is what a moment can look like in everyday life. That moment before you get out of the car to go into work or back into the house. That moment where you're like waiting for the kettle to boil. That moment where you're literally just about to start doing something or you've just finished doing something else. That almost, it can be a minute. Literally all it needs to be is a minute. And you choose to take that minute for yourself, right? It could be first thing in the morning, before you even get out of bed. It can just be pressing the snooze button for an extra 5 minutes. But when you do that, when you take that moment, the shift in the mindset, the way the moment becomes an integral part of stopping the spiral, is by you saying, even if it's the snooze button, right? Let's use that as the analogy. When you press the snooze button for an extra 5 minutes, what you're saying to yourself and what you need to start saying to yourself is this: I can have the extra 5 minutes. That's all. That's all you need to say. Because once you get into the mindset of I am allowed my own time, even if it's very, very slowly, as long as you get there in the end, that is what stops the spiral from starting again. It sounds small, but small things done consistently change what you believe about yourself. By the way, if you're having a week like this and you can't literally feel like you can't find a moment to yourself, I made something a couple of weeks ago. I'll leave it linked below, but it's something that might help. All it is literally a one-page sheet that I use as my own reset to help me make sure I can keep finding those moments for myself. I'll leave it linked below. There is no pressure at all. It's just there if you want it or you feel you need it. The moment you realize you deserve even 60 seconds to yourself in a day, That's when the arc shifts, because your brain stops seeing you as just a passenger and starts seeing you as a participant in your own life. I just want to take this moment to say that if you're at a point where you can't find a moment anymore, that's not a sign of weakness or a lack of effort. Normally, it's because you've been too strong and you've put in too much. The simple keeping up with that and making sure that your life is, and the people in your life are catered to the way that you feel they should be. That's how you lose the moments to start with. There's nothing wrong with that. The effort you put in to your family, your job, your goals in your life will naturally take those moments away without the guardrail in place. But I just want to take this moment to say that even though it might feel like that's feeling broken, it's not. It's the natural, normal point everybody hits before they realize what time there is in the day that was already there that they can start to reclaim. Because it does literally just start with one moment. If you only take one thing away from this episode, let it be this that I say to you now. If you're tired, you're not failing. You're not broken. You're human. You are somebody that has put other people above themselves in the pursuit of their happiness, and you are fully entitled to take that same agency to create happiness for yourself as well. I am rooting for you, and there are days when I am in exactly the same boat myself, and that is what this is about. Not you doing it on your own, not me doing it on my own, but all of us doing it together. I am rooting for you, and if any of this has resonated with you at all, I'll be here the same time the next week. I look forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.